Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Dave and Jeremy Watch Star Trek for Some Reason, a podcast that I don't think anyone is actually listening to at all, if I'm being honest. But anyway, I'm Dave, and I'm here with Jeremy. Say hello, Jeremy.
Hello, everybody, and I disagree with you, Dave. I think maybe at least one person has
Well,
accidentally clicked on this and
accidentally,
gone,
yeah.
"Oh, these guys are dumb and annoying. I'm going
These
to
guys are dicks. What are they
go back to
talking
my medical procedural or whatever the heck they were listening to." Yeah, well,
Yeah, there are much better podcasts out there on Star Trek, by the way. I mean, I should mention probably one of the best rewatch Star Trek podcasts would be the Delta Flyers, which is actually the rewatch by the actors who played Harry Kim and Tom Paris on Voyager,
Oh my goodness!
which is
Wow. Okay,
actually a really good podcast. So
that's
if
a
you want proper
star-studded
Star Trek,
podcast.
yeah,
Jeez.
if you want proper Star Trek podcasting, I'd suggest go and watching those guys.
Well, if we did have any listeners nowadays, they've left.
Yeah, they've
We've
left.
basically put
It's
them onto a much
gone.
better proposition, and they're like, "Oh wow, I thought they're all the shit." No, okay, yep.
No, there are good ones out there. There are really good
Oh
ones.
wow.
Yeah. So
Well,
anyway, thanks for
out of the
staying
way.
around with this
Stick with us,
piece
folks.
of
Yeah.
rubbish. um, Today we are going to watch Star Trek: The Original Series, Season 1, Episode 6, called Mud's Woman. First aired October 13, 1966. This doesn't
Well,
sound dodgy at all.
yeah. Immediately, one of those words presents us with a problem because it's like whenever you add that, I just feel like it's going to be a problematic episode.
I think this is just going to
Um,
be, yeah, it's just going to be bad. Not bad in like an awful, like in a not very well made sense. I think it's just going to be bad in terms of, really, is that what you guys are going to do in the
it was the
future? Really,
'60s, Dave.
it
Attitudes
was
were
the
different back
'60s.
then.
Yeah, yeah. I suspect it's just going to be that kind of episode. And poor Yeoman, the poor
Yeoman
Yeoman.
Janice is just not
Yeoman
having a
Janice is
good.
just going to get it again. Like it's going to be a whole
Totally.
season of her just having to fend off. First it was Charlie X, and then it was Kirk in the
Oh
last
no.
episode. She's just going to have to
Yeah.
fend off something in this episode. It's bound to
Yeah.
happen. So
Mud, apparently, or something like that.
yeah, it could be half the crew. Who knows?
Oh well.
Yeah. So that's what I think is going to happen. Bad stuff. What do you think is going to happen, Jeremy? I think you said bad stuff as well.
Yeah, bad stuff. 2 women, probably. Yep.
Yeah, that's
That's.
just kind of what we're
I
expecting,
don't know what
isn't
to
it?
expect, but let's put it that way. It's probably not going to be nice.
Yeah.
Um.
What I find interesting is just looking at the Wikipedia page because I'm cheating.
Oh no! Don't tell me. Yeah.
This is actually quite early in the production process. Apparently, this was also one of the episodes that was considered to be the actually first aired pilot. Um,
Hmm.
which hopefully that means that it isn't going to be quite as dodge as we think it is.
Hmm.
And that it's actually going to be a bit better than that. But we shall see.
Well, if nothing
So
else,
yeah,
Star
I
Trek
think
surprises us from time to time.
yeah, it
Um.
does. It does,
hmm,
to be fair.
hmm.
Yeah, it does. Like when they sit around going into purple blobs for no apparent reason. Which I still can't forgive them for. Like seriously, there's a big purple thing there, and Kirk's just sitting there going, "Oh well,
Oh well,
we'll just
whatever
fly
happens,
into it.
happens. C'est la
Whatever. Yeah, it's
vie.
fine."
What's that? 12 crew died. Oh well,
Another 12 crew, whatever.
There's 9
Let's
crew, but whatever. Who's
let's
counting? I
let's
mean,
let's just go up to a starbase. Oh, load some more. We'll be all good.
yeah.
All right, let's. I guess we should get started watching this episode of the original series, Mud's Woman, and which means that it is the obligatory time to make the stupid noise. Can you please make the stupid noise, Jeremy? Hooray! Yeah, so that was Mud's Woman. I'm so confused.
I
don't understand that episode
don't
at
know
all.
what to make of that one.
Really
Yeah,
don't know what
that's
to
a
make
real
about that
mixed
one.
bag.
I mean, did they really just in the end sell the woman for the crystals or what? I don't know.
Well, it
It
was
doesn't.
like
And then
they
what?
wanted to go and live somewhere instead
Well,
of
but what was the whole thing
leaving.
about? Oh, the magic drug that makes them pretty or something.
Yeah,
The whole thing doesn't
yeah,
make any sense. I don't
yeah.
understand that episode at all. Um, it wasn't even as if it had that much of a plot, to be honest. It was just sort of they rescue the people on the ship,
So
and
yeah, so
then
the Enterprise finds the ship. Ship tries to evade, run away. So they're immediately suspicious. So they hunt it down, but in the process, damage their own engines. The other ship gets destroyed, but they're all safely transported onto the Enterprise, where it's discovered that weird
yeah,
stuff.
then it just yeah. I mean, so lots of interesting things. That's probably the first time they've done a a ship blowing up and then the transport is complete. Something that happens quite a lot in other episodes,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was kind of fun. It was nice to see, but I just don't understand the rest of the episode. I'm sorry. Maybe someone in the comments when this episode goes when this podcast goes out can explain to me why why this episode. It doesn't make much sense.
But why? Why?
Like
Yeah.
like I'm slightly confused.
Um.
Because
Yeah,
yes, because they
it goes in a lot of different directions, I think, and it's just kind of like, okay, so the ship's in trouble, right? Yeah, got to get the crystals, but where are we going
yeah
to get them? Oh, we'll go to this mining planet. Oh, but
yeah that's
also
fine.
that works perfectly well for Harry Mudd because he's got these 3 women who ostensibly going to go off to be wives of miners. It's just like,
Which is never quite explained. It's that, but the
no,
whole what are they doing there in the first place is never explained. And
no.
they're not. I mean, it dances around this, but they don't appear to be being sold as slaves, even though they've hinted at that in the plot when they talk about Mud buying and selling people. But
Yeah.
then they're not apparently, and then they insist they have to be sold to the mining colony for the crystals.
Hmm.
It's just like but and then Starfleet just goes along with us. It's just like, yeah, okay, that's cool. We've got some crystals. Let's get out of here.
Well, I guess it's a perfectly
Mm.
legitimate business transaction. It's like,
It just doesn't.
yeah, I
They
don't know.
yeah, and then oh right. So then at the very end, it's all just oh no, it wasn't the drug making you magically pretty. It was the power of dreams. Was essentially what it
Oh,
boils down to. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. It's not an episode that I would actually actively dislike because I
no.
still think that it wasn't. You know, I actively disliked Charlie X. Right. That was
Oh,
actually a
Charlie X was
frustrating
a
episode.
bad episode,
It's a bad
through
episode.
and
It was
through. Yeah,
annoying. I was just annoyed by the whole thing. This episode was very much okay. Things happened, but
it's a
okay,
shrug
whatever,
episode as opposed to a you know
whatever.
grumpy face episode or a smiley face episode. It's just it exists, and I guess that was episode
Yeah.
5
And
or 6. Sorry, 6. Yeah.
I'm just wondering if you will if you if you were watching through, would you really have missed anything if you skipped that episode? I don't think so.
No, no, I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think anything really interesting,
No, no real character development
you know.
apart from the fact that McCoy and Scotty and rest of the male crew are a bunch of simps. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's just,
just other than that,
I'm just like, oh golly,
we've never seen women
whoa.
before. Oh god.
But I mean, as you point out, it all has to go with that weird kind of psychic allure thing that was going on with those Venus drugs or whatever they were.
Thing
So
is, yeah,
I guess you could explain it that way, but
weird.
it's still just awkward watching the crew go like, whoa,
I mean, that was 1960s awkward, which is fine. I mean, I can
Yeah,
sort of
it's
accept
just
that.
like,
but
It's
then
like,
in the
what is woman? The episode. Yeah, yeah.
but then
There's a lot
but
of that in Star Trek. This early Star Trek is a lot like, oh, women
yeah.
are awfully
Well, I mean,
mysterious.
we say early Star Trek's like that, but this had overtones of the episode of TNG with the Metamorphos, the Metamorph.
Oh, well, we'll get to that, I guess. I don't
Um,
even have a context for that.
oh, you remember that episode? It's the episode where they're transporting what they think is cargo, and it turns out to be
People.
this metamorph that is the perfect woman, and quite a lot of the male crew, react in
Oh,
a particular way to her,
okay. Well,
and then she falls in love with Picard, and
okay.
secretly
Well, one thing
effectively
is
mates with Picard, and then has to
spoilers,
marry someone.
Dave. I don't
Anyway,
want to
blah blah blah.
know. We're gonna watch that
Oh
later,
god,
so we'll get to
that
it.
episode's years away. I don't think that. I think it's not even until
Be my
season
50th birthday surprise. There we go.
like season 5 or something of TNG. It's well
Wow,
into it.
really? That far in? My goodness.
Yeah, no, I seem to remember it's about the time that Picard gets the jacket.
Oh, okay. Yep, yep. See
Yeah,
the onesie. Yep.
so season one they have that not very good jumpsuit, and then season 2 they have they have a lot better uniform, right?
Yep.
But then partway through, it's
The
like season
jumpsuit,
4 or
basically. Yeah,
5,
yep.
4 or 5. Suddenly Picard has a jacket as well.
Oh, that's all right. You can have a jacket. Oh
Yeah,
no, wait.
it's
Is
just
it a jacket over the onesie?
it's a jacket over the onesie. It's just it's a
Uh
little bit. Anyway, not long after that, he has the metamorph. But yeah,
oh, okay.
there were overtones of that. So it's not entirely true that it's just old Trek that does the woman. Because they did it in TNG as well.
That's such a recurring theme so far, though. I'm a little bit like, oh, geez, another episode. It's just like,
Uh,
everything goes soft focus, and the crew go, ooh, go, 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 go.
oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
like in the metamorph episode, Riker Riker actually at one point after meeting the metamorph, he makes some interesting faces and then says he reports he's going to holodeck 3, and we all know exactly what he's going to go and do in holodeck 3.
dirty,
Like it's
dirty
really
old Riker.
obvious, right? Basically,
Yeah.
he may have well just mouthed some words. We all got, yeah, you're off to holodeck 3 to do that, aren't you?
Filth.
You filthy, filthy, ugly. Ugh. Um, yeah. So, I totally could have skipped this episode and not really been
Yeah,
particularly
we could have
concerned.
accidentally skipped over it, and
Could
we wouldn't
accidentally
have
could
missed
skip and
anything.
just like, oh well, there we go.
Yeah.
If you do intend to watch through Star Trek, I honestly just skip this one. It's like unlike Charlie X, where I wouldn't skip it because it's an annoying episode, right? But
It is, but
there is a plot to it, and it does make some sense. I don't like it,
mm,
but it makes some sense. Whereas, yeah, I don't know. This was
mm.
a weird episode.
So in that case, then standout moment. What are you calling that one?
Oh, standout moment. What a weird nothing episode. I think possibly the bit where Kirk is talking about how beautiful the lithium crystals are that he's blowing up to save
That's
the
right.
ship.
I thought it was Spock who's saying that beautiful crystal, but
No, I thought it was Kirk that was
even
saying
broken
it was
or
it was a
something.
beautiful
Okay.
crystal even though it's broken. Oh, I'm pretty sure it was Kirk.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe it's not.
you see, that was foreshadowing. See, or an allegory, because
Was that?
yeah, because the woman that I think
What? Okay.
go old, and then they take the thing, and then they're beautiful, and then it's like, oh no, is it, or am I just
No, I
I'm
think
talking
that
out my
no,
ass? Yeah,
no.
no, I don't think it was. You're
I
quite
don't
right,
think it
Dave.
was. I don't think it was.
It was just there as a conversational landmine for you to step on.
That's as good as I think it
Unwittingly.
got as an interesting
Yeah.
moment was just kind of Kirk weighing up the choice that he had made a little bit.
Yes.
To burn out all of his crystals. I'm kind of glad one of the things that I do appreciate about as Trek evolves as a universe is that some of the stuff just gets thrown away, right? We don't have
We don't
lithium
have recurring
crystals
episodes
that are
of
critical to the whole ship. They
yeah.
kind of they sort out their technology better, I think, as
Mm.
it goes on.
As it
Yeah,
evolves, yeah.
yeah.
You know, they keep the stuff that works. They discard the stuff that doesn't. You know, kind of a lot of that kind of detail. It's either unnecessary or confusing. I guess, yeah, they just figure it out over time.
Yeah,
And
there isn't a canon Bible at this point where they've just quite settled on all their technology. Um,
yeah, yeah.
and and clearly they still also don't have shuttlecraft. Like, I'm
Nope.
really agitated about that.
No, you don't
No
need that. Why would
shuttlecraft.
you need that, Dave? You've got teleporter technology. It's perfectly,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that can never go wrong. Anyway, so what's your favourite moment in
All
this
right. So my
kind of?
standout moment. Let me think. I think. Oh, it's when they're doing the interrogation and the computer keeps calling out Harry on his bullshit because he's just talking complete shit the whole time. Like he says his name, and it's like, no, you're lying, and he's like, curse your computer, and then he tells him the real name, and then he says why he's, why he had those people on board his ship, and it calls him out, and he's like, yeah, I like that because it's kind of like, well, yeah, future technology just basically does that job for them. They don't have to worry about trying to figure out what he's on about. It's just, yeah, no, you're lying, so there you go, and it shows up as a complete criminal record and Starfleet and all that sort of stuff. So I thought that
Oh
was
yeah, I
good. I
thought
liked
that
it.
was a nice.
It was
That was kind of funny when they
yeah,
pulled up his actual
yeah.
criminal
It
record.
basically just destroyed. Like I thought the whole episode was going to be him fooling the entire crew and running rings around him. But no, it's actually just solved within and there
No,
by the computer in the interrogation. So
it's all solved
yeah,
very quickly. He's a bad
yeah.
man,
He is a
and
bad
that's
man, but
it.
by the end of the episode, it's like, oh, that incorrigible Harry Mudd, and it's like, no,
Oh,
he's
isn't he an
literally
incorrigible scamp with
human
his
smuggling
human
and
smuggling, sex trafficker? That's basically what he
drug
was.
ring. Yeah, like what? And he's like, "Oh no, Kirk, with you on my side, they'll throw away the key." And it's like, "Yeah, I hope so. You piece of shit."
Yeah. What are you going on?
But
That's
he's a wacky fellow, that Harry Mudd. We'll see more of him later. Um,
yeah. Apparently we do. I
yeah,
hope there's more
yeah.
coherence in the story than that one.
We'll
Sorry.
see. We'll see.
All
Anyway,
right,
scores. Dave, give it a number.
scores. Look, I'm gonna be really harsh. It isn't. I don't hate it the way I did Charlie X, but at the end of the day, it's an imminently skippable episode. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10.
Oh,
Yeah,
one of the lowest scores we've given so far.
yeah, I just, I don't bother watching it. Okay, just don't.
Fair enough. For that reason, I also am going to weigh in pretty harshly on this one because, I mean, Charlie X was just bad. It was just, yeah. I don't want to watch that one again. But I agree with you, Dave, in the sense that I guess at least it had a purpose, Like, I don't know. So this one, I am going to go, the hammer's coming down. I'm giving it a 3.
A 3. So
Yep.
it's kind of interesting that both of us have actually given slightly higher scores to Charlie X, which we both spent ages ranting about how
Exactly.
much we
Yeah, we
disliked.
do not like that episode, but
And yet, oh, this
isn't it
one
an
was just
unfortunate kind of twist that, like we hated it, but we're actually rating it higher than we are this one, which we didn't actively hate, but at the same time, just kind of
no. I think
perfectly fine, not
no.
even
I'm happy
watching,
to no. I'm happy to
Like,
justify that because
yeah,
Charlie
yeah.
X, you could watch it. It was a plot. I didn't like Charlie X, but
Well, that's the thing. We didn't like Charlie X. It's not the episode itself, it's just the fact that
no.
that character was just so damn annoying.
Yeah, the character was just
And
annoying. Whereas this is actually annoys me in a way where it's just like I I just don't care about
I
the
just
episode. I'm sorry.
I, I just didn't need to watch that, Dave. Is what it comes down to. It's
Could have
basically what it
quite
was.
skipped it. We could have skipped
Yeah,
it and just
yeah,
said, "Oh, there was an episode called Mud's Woman," but we all know what that's going to be about because it's the 1960s, right?
exactly. You summed it up at the end of the last episode. It's just like, oh, that sounds like it's going to be promising, and we both kind of, yep. And we were right. So
We
you
were
were right,
right
Dave.
indeed. We were right
Yeah.
indeed.
Well, so what's in
Yeah.
store for the next episode then, if we may be so bold as to inquire?
So the next episode is entitled
Oh,
"What Are Little Girls Made Of?"
this just keeps getting better, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that can't be an improvement, can it?
Another female-centric title. No doubt going to be really just great
Yeoman, what's her
content.
name's Yeoman,
Oh
what's her
no, she's
name's
going
gonna
to be
get
back.
on again. That's just
She had
just.
an episode off, which is great, really.
That's
It's
true. That's
yeah,
true. She did have an episode
Neri,
off.
not seen at all in the
No,
episode.
no, no
So
one assaulted Yeoman.
no,
No,
exactly.
that's great.
And
Wow,
nobody
whole
died
episode.
either. There was another milestone. There we go.
I thought, yeah, I suppose no one died.
No, nobody died.
That's a little.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what's going on? Kirk's managing to keep his entire crew alive. That doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe that's why it's such a
what?
bad episode, Dave. Nobody died. What's the point? Kirk isn't
Yeah.
going to lose half his crew in some sort of, entirely not his fault mishap. Then what's
Also,
the point of Star Trek?
Uhura was definitely in the wrong color uniform,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
She
I don't even know
was.
what those colors. I mean, blue is science, right? Is gold supposed to be command? Is that
Gold's
canon?
command. Blue is
Red's
supposed to be medical and auxiliary stuff, and
Scotty wearing? He was wearing red as well, wasn't he?
Scotty's wearing red, so he's engineering
Hmm.
and people
Yeah.
who get killed on away missions.
Exactly. And disposable crew members.
But yeah, Uhura is definitely supposed to be in red, not
Hmm.
gold. No.
No. And I think they introduced green at some point, don't they?
I don't know. Certainly,
Hmm.
they, I didn't think the three primary colors was changed because it was changed for TNG, but it was still. I think it was just those three. I don't think they
Just
introduced green.
just yellow, red, and blue. Yeah.
Other than
Yeah.
Kirk randomly showing up in that green shirt with the gold.
Green shit. That was his mufti captain. I
Yeah,
don't know. Yeah.
which pops up from time to time. Don't
Oh,
know
okay.
why.
Yeah, well, it's just his favorite green shirt, Jeez. Give the guy a break. Cool. All right.
All
Well,
right. Well, next week we'll be watching What Are Little Girls Made Of, and hopefully it will be marginally better than what we've just seen.
one can only hope.
One can only hope. So otherwise, it's I'm Dave, and that other guy's Jeremy, and
That was me.
it's yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we'll watch more Star Trek.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
watch more Star Trek. We're gonna watch more Star Trek no matter what.
Oh,
Even if
there's a lot more to
doesn't
watch,
matter.
isn't there? All right, folks.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everyone. See you next
See ya.
time.